So today I've got a few things I want to focus on. First off, I ended up looking around for lumber places in the area that I'm in, looking for S4S. So basically, ready to work lumber. Everything's been planed and jointed, whatever else. But I ended up not finding anything for any good prices. So I ordered these from Home Depot. They're boards that are half inch boards by 5.5 inches. I'm going to use these for the thresholds. And I mean, it's weird to me ordering lumber through the mail and having it shipped. But ultimately, just kind of a rough fit here. I think these are going to work out great. They're going to match, and I think the only trick is going to be making sure that I have enough of a gap on either side so that if they do expand or contract, they don't crack and warp. So that's part of what we're going to be doing today. I'm not sure that's where we're going to start. I think, or no, not I think. I know we will get to the point where we're going to be taking pictures because I want to get this place listed. So I'm going to have to clean things out. I actually already started cleaning out this room a bit. Brought the table downstairs. I brought the boxes downstairs. I probably brought the wrong boxes downstairs. I'm going to have to haul back and forth, but that's okay. So initially, I'm just going to focus on getting that quarter round nailed down and start working on those thresholds. Going to be a lot of other stuff. Again, we're kind of in odds and ends mode. It's the last probably 20% or so. So a lot of stuff that we're going to do this weekend. I envision, and we may. I'm kidding myself. We're not. We may get to tackling these stairs in some capacity. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out. I'm not hopeful, but we set those stretch goals just to have something to reach to. So thanks again for joining me, and we got a lot to do. We're going to get right to it. All right, so the quarter round is actually installed now, and honestly, like considering it's protruding out into the room, I actually think it looks really good. Like I said, I wouldn't do it like this again, but the finished product actually, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it actually does look very good. I didn't finish the entirety of the top floor here, so I didn't do this area here because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do over here yet. I actually don't even have it cut, but we'll get that done. But this room, most of the kitchen is. Oh, I forgot the kitchen. All right, so with that is the extent of the nailing that I'm going to do today for the quarter round. For the most part, it turned out great. Like I said, I would not do it this way again, even if it meant more work when removing the trim and honestly putting it back, because thing is, this and this, like these are two pieces. Whenever I take this off, this piece always breaks. This piece is usually fine. So I would still have to cut basically this again, but it would be straight pieces, not angled in the corners here. So, it looks better the other way. It's probably about the same amount of work, honestly. I know this because I've done it both ways, so I can say that with confidence. But yeah, so it looks pretty good. I had a few areas that I didn't do, and obviously I've got some areas here that I need to paint, and these I'm going to pull off and paint separately before I tack them on. All right, so next up, we're going to get started on the thresholds. I've done something like this before, but never at this scale or with boards this wide. So we'll see how it goes. These are quite expensive for what they are. Cheaper buying 10 like this, and I'm going to need at least 8. Cheaper buying 10 like this than it was buying by lineal foot at Home Depot. So I got these. I'll have enough as long as I don't screw up too badly. But yeah, this is a little bit scary. Anyway, let's get started. We'll see how things go. If it doesn't work out, then we'll change plans. That's what you do. All right, so this is going to be the first one I attempt, and it's actually going to be one of the trickier ones because we got a couple things here. So one, we have a difference in height from floor to floor. That's just a characteristic of the room when I built up the subfloor. And the second thing is, no, actually, I think that'll be okay. I thought these were out of parallel. And I guess I still can't tell that they're not, but I'm going to hope for the best. The first thing we're going to do here is just rough cut to the length that I think we're going to need. So these are coming out reasonably well, but they are taking forever. It's crazy how long it takes, or at least how long it's taking me. I'm going to try one more and see if I can't speed up the process a little bit. Part of the issue that I'm running into is that nothing is really square. So I end up having to back into the cuts a lot more than ideally I would like. I'm going to try something a little bit different this time on one that probably will be in a closet to see if I can kind of figure this out. I'll probably show the process too. All right, so my goal here is to have the threshold run in parallel to the doors so that I have kind of an even amount of threshold that'll peek out from under the door on both sides. It's tricky because the walls aren't straight, or either, I guess they're straight enough, but they're not super straight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark where I want my threshold to end, or sorry, where this will wrap around on both sides. I'm going about 1/8 from that bevel that I cut there. So essentially this and this piece here. And then that's going to be my mark where I put this line up to. Take my square. This one's going to be even trickier because the floor's not level here. Yeah, so I'm going to take my square and I am going to put this up against the square. So now that should be at a right angle to the angle of the doors. So this one didn't come out as good as the others, but it only took me about 15 minutes. And honestly, like for what I'm going for, it's good enough. So I'll give you a, so here. I'll show there. See, I messed up in this corner a little bit, but you know, honestly, it's fine. I could probably knock this piece back just a hair and center it a little bit better, which I may actually do. But I get some work to do here on this one because it needs to be better supported underneath where the piece of plywood is. Or I'm just going to support it here probably with actually a piece of flooring, and it's just going to kind of sit on top. So. All right, so it's been about 6 hours since I started on the thresholds, and I've got all 8 of them done, which I'm super proud of. Like when they're in place, they look pretty darn good. They look for someone who hasn't done this a lot, they look great. As far as I'm concerned, they look great. It's a little bit like I average about maybe just a little over 1 per hour, but anyway, I'm exhausted. Hey everyone, welcome back. So I have a singular focus today, and that's to get this place ready for pictures. So if you look around, you can kind of see that, you know, it's actually not too bad, but I am in a bit of a mess, right? You know, I wouldn't want to take pictures in this state. That extends to that room over there. And, you know, in the kitchen, this has always been a bit of a staging area. So I do have a lot to pick up in here as well, in the bathroom too. So that's going to be the primary focus for today. I did protect or seal the thresholds, so we might get those down as well. I'd love to get another coat of mud on the closet and the area over the sink there. We'll see what we get to, but first focus is going to be on cleaning this place up. All right, so I definitely just broke my mic, so sound's gonna be a bit of a mixed bag, but I'm gonna start cleaning up in here. And I was trying to figure out where I was gonna put these thresholds. I'm just gonna put them in place. I'm gonna take you along with me while I do that. All right, so apologies, I broke my mic, so I don't know how the sound's gonna be, but I will do my best to fix it when I'm editing the videos. Anyway, we got the place nice and cleaned up. All of this stuff wasn't there when I was taking pictures. I kind of shifted stuff back and forth, but got this room all nice and clean. I got the bathroom pretty much, well, it's picked up. It's not too bad. This area, you can take a look here at the kitchen again. The thresholds are all at least down. They're not tacked in yet, but they look great. Brought some windows down from upstairs that were purchased to fit, but they don't. I didn't buy them, for the record. I didn't buy them. But take a look in here. Got all the cover plates back on. Still need to put another, actually sand this part of the wall. Again, more thresholds. And then this room, I'm not going to show you upstairs because, well, it's the least done. I still need to paint the floors and do a little work up there. But yeah, overall, I would say this place looks great. It's nice and bright and just getting there. I didn't bother with this room because I still have a bit of a mess that I got to make in there. But overall, I'm pretty happy. I got the pictures I wanted, and yeah. So I'm not sure what else I'm going to do. Probably just some more picking up, some cleaning, maybe a few odds and ends. But for the most part, I think that's it for me for the day. That was actually quite a long day, quite a long cleanup time. I want to thank you for joining me today. Just a reminder, if you like this content, please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.